Hey, so in this video, let's understand about our hidden gift.
Okay.
Now see, typically we all go through a lot of emotions, a lot of noise, a lot of thoughts in our mind every day. And we relate ourselves with the kind of thoughts we have, the kind of emotions we have. Now all of these thoughts and emotions are nothing but our egoic mind. Now our mind also has another term which is called an egoic mind. So mind filled with ego, because we are constantly looking for desires, clinging to our desires. So this happens all the time. Now your gift is discovered when you stop attaching yourself with your thoughts and emotions and your egoic mind. So to tap into your gift, you will have to go beyond your mind. Now let's understand, how do we go about doing this? So there are these 3 steps that we will follow and discuss in this video to access your gift. So now the first one is to access your gift through stillness. Now what I mean by that you go into stillness to tap into your gift. That is, when you're going through a lot of thoughts, how do you go about getting into stillness? There is a gap between 2 thoughts. You know, when you think one thought and when you're going through a rush of thoughts, a stream of thoughts rather, you keep listening to your voices and you go into that flow, and then you can't control it. But if you want to get stillness and if you want to practice stillness, one of the ways that you can do it is start observing your thoughts, and most importantly, start observing the gap between one thought and another thought. And as you see in that, as you look at that gap, you've seen trains when they pass, when you're standing on a platform, there is a gap between one bogie and another bogie. You've seen that gap. Just visualize it like that. Visualize a gap between one thought and another thought, and practice extending that gap. That's where you will discover stillness. So you are forcing your thoughts, you are forcing that gap to increase, and that is where you will practice stillness, because now you're in a state of no thought. So that is one way of accessing your gift, your consciousness. Second, you can access your gift by paying pure attention. So what do I mean by that, by paying pure attention? So when you are observing any event, or when you are observing anyone, any person, you observe that event and that person in a non-judgmental way. No filters, no mental filters. You just look at that event as the event, or you look at that person as the person, whatever that person might be saying, whatever that event is happening, and your mind is creating any stories around it. Don't do that. Just see it like that and stop. You will see that your mental chatter will go down, because you're not really judging that event. Once again, when you practice this, your mind begins to purify. That is also another way to access your gift. Okay. Now, third one, which we'll discuss in this, is stop identifying yourself as a form identity rather. See, you are a form identity. You are an identity. We all know each other as someone, like, I'm Navneet, I'm like this. You must be identifying yourself. Okay, I'm Saish, I'm like this. So we all have a form identity. So we have to start practicing to go beyond form identity. In fact, going formless. So thinking of you as a formless. So wherein we don't really go by the person typically we are, as we identify ourselves. So you have to practice that. So when you practice is where you will understand how to go about going beyond the form identity. So, and rather formless. So you see yourself as pure consciousness, as pure bliss, And when you practice step 1 and step 2, which is accessing pure stillness, and as well accessing, we talked about non-judgmental way of looking at people. So when you do this is when you will understand how you can really access your gift. Now let's understand, what are we talking about with your gift? Now what is our gift? Now our gift is pure consciousness, which is self. So you start going beyond your mind and access that. Once you understand yourself as a spiritual being, as consciousness, is where you will be able to really do some amazing things in life. Because right now, then your mind goes completely silent. And when that happens, the cosmic thoughts will start to vibrate. That is why we say this is our gift of pure tapping into pure consciousness. Now, but how do you do that? Is by following these three steps. So that is how you kind of understand who you really are. Because when you will stop identifying yourself as a form identity, when you will start looking at people and events in a non-judgmental way, and when you will practice yourself to be in stillness and working on those gaps between the thoughts, is where you will tap into your most precious gift that God has given you, is your consciousness. And at the end of the day, we are all simply said is part of the larger consciousness. It's just that we're not able to see it. Just like fish. Now fish is in the ocean, but fish doesn't know around fish is all the water. If you go and ask fish, she doesn't know she's part of the water. It's natural to her, or to the fish. Likewise, for us, we are part of this consciousness. It's just that
we are part of this big conscious pool.
Yeah,
the space.
Exactly. We are swimming in it and we don't even know. But that's what it is. That's the reality. Just for the fish, the reality is water. But fish has no idea about it. Whereas in the same way, for our reality is consciousness. We have no idea about it. I mean, we have just kind of over-identified us as a form, body and everything. So that's what I wanted to convey in this video. And now lastly, read this book by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. This will really help you practice to discover your gift, who you are. That's what we've discussed in a very short way in this video, in about 6-7 minutes. But when you read the book is where you will
find the magic,
find the real thing. For me to understand this, it took me about an hour of read, and I had to read it multiple times. But then you are getting the essence of it in just about this short video. But do read the book by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. That's where you will get the amazing insights about self and who you really are. Right.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Right.